we're going to talk about advertising, which is a very laden with dynamics. But we're going to go ahead.
It definitely is.
Definitely is. And we're going to talk about a phrase we've used around here that we probably have to not say it exactly this way, but for internal purposes. The greatest, largest?
Greatest, largest, and we landed on biggest. Is biggest a word?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it is.
Yeah.
The big share.
Yeah. Oh,
Since
okay.
we use the term the big share, why don't you help us make the big share the biggest share by getting involved today?
So what is this slogan called? The biggest what?
The biggest share?
No. The biggest ad campaign.
Oh, the biggest media campaign for Christ. And we say media campaign because advertising, it's really a big, giant ad campaign, but sometimes the ads are videos. So, it's a media campaign, it's an ad campaign. A lot of times ads are thought of as negative. People pay an extra X dollars a month on their, music service on their phone because they don't want ads. On the other hand, some people I talked to said the reason they watch the Super Bowl is not for the game, but for the ads. So that balances out the negative for ads with the positive. But nevertheless, advertising is a way to reach 90+% of the population. And that's what gets me excited, is for years we called on people.
Let me stop you there.
Yeah.
We're kind of getting into the meat of it, so I want to lay
Okay.
the groundwork here.
Sure.
What we're talking about here is Bob's had a vision for Come On, Let's Go for years now to launch or execute the largest media campaign for Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest, largest, greatest?
That all works.
It all works. Okay, so I'm going to say largest. So to launch and execute the largest media campaign for Christ in history, and so that's a phrase we've been massaging and bandying about for 10 years now. So effectiveness, cost, the data we get back, the ability to strategize, all those reasons too have moved us into the digital age, and it's all good. We still love traditional advertising. We're a radio station.
Yep.
And so that's all part of the package too. But it has been a progression, this largest advertising campaign for Christ, which is now the largest media campaign for Christ that we are praying for and hoping for. And Mr. Billionaire, who's watching right now, you have the ability to make this happen. So just give Bob a call.
Well, that's true, but it's also true that 90% of our funding comes from everyday people with the different ministry efforts that we've been doing for 25 years. And so we're asking everyday people to help us pull off this big media campaign. And so that's 100 people reached for Christ for a $5 bill, and that's pretty amazing. So as we said,
Billionaires and small little donors, and
Yep.
we love small little donors because that's why we're sitting here at this booth right now, is because J103 was built on regular, small, faithful Christian small donors every month.
and a doctor walked in and helped us, wrote a big check to get in this building.
Yeah, so it's both. Yeah,
It's a little bit of both. So good friends on all economic levels. So we're excited about pulling this off.